Hey there, UniWarriors. This is Lodeous. I decided to try to make a strategy video since UniWar has been gone for quite a while. I'm not UniWar, I'm not as talented as him, but I wanted to try. I'm making this on request of Master Yoda. He wanted me to make an SVT video, and this was a decent matchup that I played against my friend Gr8m8 in random ranked. So I'm just going to try this out and see if I like it, and if this is beneficial to others, then I will keep on going. I think if I continue, I think the next thing I will do will be a buried underling strategy video. Anyway, this is the matchup. So there's player 1 is Black Titans, this is Gr8m8, and then player 2 is me, it's White Marines. And without further ado, well, actually let's talk about this map first. So there's a lot of open plains in the center of the map. That's going to allow for lots of marauder and speeder movement, lots of ground heavy attacks, and the mobility across the center will really play a part in base capture. These mountains on the side of the bases will be good defense. The forest is good defense. And then the med tiles on the side, these could be useful for this marauders and speeders will fight in the center, and then they can go around and heal up, and so these med tiles will be important too. Alright, let's start. So Gr8m8 makes his natural captures. Hold on a second. I'm going to turn the speed up to ×2. Alright. Natural captures. Going for that last base there. Okay. So far, Gr8m8 has only built mechas. They're moving on to defensive terrain. I built a marauder. Moving it back. There's a speeder up on the board. Alright. Attacking the mecha and retreating. Got some more marines up. Okay, Gr8m8 pushes his speeders into the center. Alright. Marauders on the attack. So this leaves the Marauders pretty open and vulnerable. This is one of the mistakes I made. I didn't think he had a speeder in range from the bottom, so that this is a costly round. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the credits. Yeah, Gr8m8's up by 250 credits from that. And all I've got left is Marines. There, out comes a tank. A tank might force the speeders back a little bit because they got to stay out of its range. More mechas coming up on the board. Another marauder. Alright. Now Gr8m8's making a push towards that north base, caps it with a speeder, teleports, mechas. Alright, he's got it blocked in. He's attempting a base capture now. I just want to point out, so I left myself open right here. I pushed this tank onto this tile. And I think I probably did that because I was worried about him attacking here. But this left my entire other 3 bases open. And as you can see, he pushed his speeders up onto here. So this was a pretty bad positioning mistake. It would have been better to have the tank closer to the center to have some zone of control to block his speeders, and at the same time it would have it'd be closer to the action. Now I won't be able to move up towards the speeders just quite yet, so we're gonna see if I can try and stop this capture. It's looking pretty secure. Alright, engineer comes up, so he's made a mistake of teleporting guys right next to my base, and I'm gonna try and take them with the engineer. More speeders up, more teleports. So I'm still very far away from that base. Marauders cut down, so we're gonna take down some of these mechas. Convert, heal up the marauder. More guys on the board. Gr8m8 continues teleporting. He wants to really lock it down. The engineer is posing a problem, but he's pushing his speeders up, so I can't take any more of his mechas. And he's got a unit ready to cap the base. So If I can't stop this capture, then I'm going to be down a base. Engineer EMP, very good. He's got tons of units in range of the EMP, so this will disable them for a little while and allow me to kind of pick them off. Starting to get a credit advantage. So he's taking a base. So the only way I have to win this now is to try and push him back, take as many credit damage as I can while he's left his units kind of vulnerable, blocking the base, and then I need to go straight up after a base capture. Otherwise, that extra base will give him enough credits to overcome the credit advantage. So right now I'm up 600. We'll see. He's got a plasma, so it's a very secure position on this base. Alright, converting more mechas. Trying to take down his defenses, going after that. Trying to take back the base, take down that speeder. Speeder is not dead. Alright, Marauders pushing down here. Now, Gr8m8's left, he's left his home flake very vulnerable down here. There's nothing on his bases, and this Marauder could get onto any of these bottom three. So this is a little dangerous. He spent so much credits trying to capture this base up here, and this plasma that he's built has kind of anchored him down. He's just put 500 credits that are going to stay up in this position of the board. Alright, Speeder moves back to health tile. Very good move. And he's building mechas on all these bases. Because if he built a tank on one of them, then I could cap one of them. So he's going to try and protect all of them, but he doesn't have a lot of units down here. Alright, and Marauder successfully clears it, and it's got a capture, and there's a Marine, so I could capture it potentially next turn. This is dangerous. Now we got an Engineer with EMP with a tank up against that Plasma, so the Plasma is not doing very well. This when you're fighting plasma tanks, if it's just tanks, if there's no artillery, then back your tanks up with engineers. They're very good. They'll heal your tanks fast, and their EMP can knock out the plasma in just enough time to whittle it down to take it down. Our mecha's coming out. Alright, so we gotta try and protect this base capture. There's only a 4 health Marine, so if he gets in one hit, it will most likely go down. So move the Marauders back and also still attacking. See what I'm talking about? That Engineer just got a +4 heal on that tank, and he's on the base with no healing units. So he's only getting +1, and just that alone will win you a tank fight. Plus the base has negative defense. I just want to down here push one back to heal, put up a full health 10. So it'll be hard for him to get through all these Marauders to try and take the base back or stop the base capture. Alright, he's got the mechas. He can take this Marauder down. Let's see, a plasma tank's coming out. That can really pressure the Marauders. EMP on this plasma tank. This is very dangerous now. It could be taken down when there's infantry units ready to capture it. Alright, clearing away some of that mechas. There is a plasma tank, but he can't kill all the Marauders at one time. And the wounded ones are retreating. Alright, see the speeder? We'll go to that in a little bit. Alright, see the speeder up here? This being very good on the med tile. It was 1 HP before, and then he healed it up, and now it's doing some damage to my forces. So these med tiles are very good on this map. Alright, tank goes down. We're going to try and capture it with 2 health mecha 2. That means we're going to have to make sure that nothing can hit it. Moving in Marauders, so it's completely surrounded. And I attacked this speeder on a med base. This is usually a very bad move to make. Attacking something on a med base that can just heal right back up is usually a waste of your time. But in this case, I'm trying to make sure that he can't capture it back. And he's surrounded, so he's most like he can heal back, but he's going to get killed eventually. Alright. This med base is very good for these marauders back here, still pumping out marines. So, alright, heals back up. He's going back in for this one. Now, it's interesting. I don't know why I didn't cap here, but these marauders probably could have taken it off, so I can see why I didn't. But basically, because he wasn't able to cap the space with the speeder, that means I will be able to build on it, and that's very important. Plus, getting another base on here, I'm going to have a lot of credits. Alright, so the base advantage is now back into the sapiens. I'm going to take down that speeder with gang up. So it was good on the med tile, but I just didn't have enough reinforcements to help it out. Alright, Gr8m8's going in for this tank. It's got the negative base, and he's got good gang up with his speeders, so he's reduced it to 1. Now it's looking sticky down there. I don't know if I'll be able to hold on to that base. Alright, push the tank back on the forest. Attacking. And then the marauder moves it in the way. So this is an interesting tactic. You'll notice... crap. Oh man. Alright. You'll notice that he teleported a mecha down there. So he teleported a mecha. And because he teleported this mecha, his units can't reach this tank on this tile. And when I put this marauder here, this 1 HP tank, yeah, it's very vulnerable and easy to kill. But because this teleported unit in the way, he can't finish it off. And so this is when you are getting teleport bombed, use the teleports to your advantage. If you can make them block the enemy units from attacking you, and that is advantageous to you, then do it. It's just a way to reduce their attack surface area. Alright, let's finish up this round. So tank's coming down. This base is secure. Got a base advantage. And it's GG. Yeah. So I think one thing I want to point out is after the base capture up here in the north, I increased the credit lead to about like 1,000 credits above, and I kept the credit lead. And it was a good base capture, but he lost too much material up here, and then having to build a plasma really anchored his position, and he didn't have enough units to defend his base down here. And then when he was trying to defend down here, I was able to pressure with the engineer. Titans don't fight very well on two fronts because their units are expensive, and so it's hard to create a front line on both areas. So this was a very interesting match. It definitely didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to turn into well, there's going to be a fight in here in the middle, obviously, but I thought it might turn into a build-up match, and I'm very terrible at SVT build-up. Titan usually wins, but he made an aggressive move up here. It was good, but it was too costly, and I think one of the things that really made a difference was that engineer build to convert the teleported mechas. So it's not a good idea to TP spam mechas. Anyway, this was a fun match. Hopefully it showcased stuff. If you guys like this and you want me to keep making videos, I can comment on some other stuff. And that'll be all.